So just a quick Q&A session today. As always, keep those comments coming, keep those questions coming, and we will get round to all of them eventually. We'll keep putting them all together and keep bringing the information to you here. Not been asked this question for quite a long time, and it's referenced a sticker on the back of the California. Now this is to do with the LPG, to do with the gas system that's on the vehicle. It's like a gas safety certificate. This is something which is from in Germany, so it's like a European German sticker that's in there. So there's no requirement in the UK for you to have any sticker on the vehicle to say that you're carrying gas that's in the vehicle. There's no requirement for that as far as I can see from on there. I know, for example, the emergency services, if they see a camper van and they come to it as an emergency service, they will expect it to have gas on board that's in there, no different to a caravan or something like that, for example. It's just something you expect with the vehicle. I know obviously things like, for example, if you're hiring one of these out to somebody, you do then have to have gas safety certificates, as you would do if you're hiring your house out or something like that at home as well. So there's no requirement for this sticker, but there is in Germany, obviously, where the vehicle is built. You do need to have that in there, and that's why that sticker is on the back. And you'll see obviously there's a date that's on that sticker as well for how long it then lasts. My understanding is obviously if you were in Germany and you were keeping one of these vehicles that was in there, you could get that then done again, and you could get another sticker to replace it that's in there as well. But as I said, here in the UK, as I probably would find in a lot of countries, there is no requirement for that to actually do that's with the vehicle. So I hope that kind of answers that question, because I think somebody was implying was what was it for? Can you get a replacement? Do you need a replacement? I know lots of people don't like them on the back of the van. I know quite a few people have actually take them off that's on the back, because they just tend to be stuck pretty much anywhere on the rear tailgate. So that's on there. So I know people do take them off as well. Obviously that bit of information is in the UK. Just bear in mind, depending on where you actually live and where you're using your vehicle, obviously there could be another set of rules in other countries. People have asked me in the past, do you need certificates if you're going to France and Germany, things like that. Always worth checking out the latest information whenever you go abroad, because some countries do change things on a regular basis of what you need to carry in your vehicle when you're driving across as well, and what you may or may not need. I know there was a thing about disconnecting your gas on things like the Channel Tunnel and things like that before. I don't know whether that's still the case or not. I mean, a lot of vehicles now have inbuilt tanks that's on there, so obviously check those out as well. This is being by no means any recommendations that's in there. It's just what we know from here that's with it as well. And then one of you's asked about, can you fit a 20 litre cool box underneath the rear bed in the California that's in there? I'm assuming that's an ocean or coast or surf or something like that, or beach that's in there underneath the back section. So what I'm going to do is, the answer is yes, you can. It will depend on the size of your 20 litre fridge. I mean, 20 litres is not a huge size fridge that's in there, so and there is quite a bit of space underneath that section as well. Here we're at the back of the California. So as you can see, we're talking about putting something in here. So if you wanted just to slide something straight in, if I have a look here, let's get it underneath, it's on here. So that is approximately, let's go 35 centimetres, so 350 millimeters that's in there, and that will give you from on there, and just having a check around it, yep, that should give you that kind of clearance all throughout the vehicle. Obviously you've got a few bits as you come in and out from in there, but 35 centimeters is your depth that you've got from this board here to the floor, and to be able to get it in on the top that's in there. I'm sure you can definitely find one that fits that kind of size, that's in that kind of height. If you are thinking about something like that, really good and handy thing for if you want to, is one of the pull-out shelves. Seen that with a few. You can get those that's in it as well. When we went to the camping show, went to see Campervan, they do one that's in there which is like two things, and you just pull it and the whole shelf comes out, so you don't have to keep folding things up to get access to the vehicle that's in as well. So you can just pull that shelf out, and obviously you could have something then in there to pull that out and gain access if you wanted to, that's in there as well. And the last question, which is a bit of a safety related question as well, one of you is asking about carbon monoxide build-up when you've got the heating system running on a T6.1. Or any of those vehicles that use that diesel heating system that's in there. So basically, do you need to have any vents open, for example, in the ceiling so you don't get any build-up of carbon monoxide? Now, it's worth pointing out, carbon monoxide is obviously created when you're burning something that's here, and you have an exhaust that comes out of the vehicle, and the exhaust for this system is outside of the vehicle. So the exhaust system is by no means inside the vehicle at all. Obviously the fumes from that exhaust system, you know, could they get into the vehicle from underneath the vehicle that's in there? You might sometimes get a smell if you've got a window open or something like that as it passed by, but you shouldn't get carbon monoxide buildup inside the vehicle. 100% is it worth having a carbon monoxide alarm system fitted in your camper van? 100% most definitely yes. I think it's always worth having them. They're quite small now, you can get them and you can just pop them in somewhere in the vehicle, so it's got on the outside of it. Anything which you use gas for or anything like that, 100% is definitely worth having it. As far as the heating system is concerned, that actual burning exhaust gas from there is on the outside of the vehicle, so you don't get any exhaust fumes into the actual vehicle itself. So no, you don't have to have heating or any vents open. I tend to find if I have got the heating system on that's in the vehicle, I do sometimes crack open a window ever so slightly, and that's just because obviously it can get quite stuffy that's in the vehicle depending on what heat setting you've got on it. I've said about this before as well, this time of year, you know, do you even need the heater on really? It's probably only really, you know, just at night time, for example, just to take the chill off maybe, that's with the heating system that's on there. And obviously, as I've said before, if you're on a campsite and you've got electric, you could just plug in a small electric heater is your other option as well. I do know some people who've got the heating stroke cooling fans. There's lots, I'm not going to mention a particular brand, but there are lots of brands who do these, some that you'll know more than others. And again, they're powered by electric, so you can plug them into your plug sockets and they will give you cooling in your vehicle and heating in your vehicle. They do seem to be quite popular as well at the moment. So I hope that answers that question for you. And on that note then, so if you enjoyed today's video, give us a thumbs up, give us a like as always. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe, it really helps, and then click that notification bell so you'll get more updates as well when we do post our videos, and we'll see you next time.